Hi everyone, this week we're going to talk about macronutrients. So I got some times during the weekend and got to meet some people. Just only some amount of people, not a lot, but we get to ask and interview them about what are their macro like and what do they think. Does it matter for people to eat clean, and what's a healthy diet for them? So hope you guys enjoy this video. See you. What are your macros like?
Right now it's about 90 grams of fat, 290 of carbs, and 260 of protein.
Does it matter that you have to eat clean?
I don't think so. If you can eat, then clean is good for you. But I think it's just priority of yourself. For me, it's about how I can perform at the gym or perform at the training. So that is my priority. So I eat according to that. If you can eat clean, I think the method of eating is just if you can eat almost of 80% of your dietary clean is really cool. But you don't need that 100 strict all the time. You just find a lot that you can compare to for the long term. I think that's matters most.
Okay. What's healthy diet for you?
I think for me it's the mix of the good macro, high protein, high carb. I think moderate to high carb is depend on what your day like, and not neglect the fat. Fat is also important. So I think this mix of the good portion of macro is, I think, is the best. It's the best thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
What are your macro like?
Okay, I honestly didn't count the macro. I just, when I diet or control my intake, I will just control the calories or the type, and then but majority I eat like half of the meal as a protein, and then a lot of veggies, and then some carbs. So depends on my job that day.
Okay, and what do you think about eating clean?
Eating clean. Okay, I have to take it way a little bit back to the word clean. The word clean is a trend. It's not a definitive explanation. The word clean changed when research changed. So clean 2 years ago, clean now, and then clean in like 2 years is different. So eating clean is probably the less process you need in the food. That's my honest opinion on the word clean.
Okay, and what's the meaning for healthy diet?
Oh, that's cool. Healthy diet is the diet that promotes your health. Why you need your health? You want to live longer, or you want to live happier. So if you want to live longer, the health that promotes longevity is your health diet. But that any diet that promotes health benefit is healthy diet. Well, is it means that non-processed food or organic? By some way, yes, because the research is still in a gray area. But like highly processed food, highly toxic, not toxic but chemical, is not biological friendly that much. So that will promote some inflammation and stuff inside your body. But your body is so cool that it can cooperate and then counteract all that effect. But in the longer time period, I think it's affects. So by being healthy diet is the diet that you can go right into the woods and then you hunt it for your own meat. That's it.
Okay, thank you. What are your macros like?
So right now, my protein intake is at around 170 grams. My carbs around 350, and my fats around 80 grams.
Does it matter that it has to be a clean food?
In my opinion, it depends on what you are trying to achieve. If you are trying to achieve a healthy, well-balanced lifestyle, then yes. But if you're trying to lose weight, then you probably won't necessarily eat clean food per se. Okay, for me, a healthy diet would consist of sufficient protein, fiber-rich carbs, and healthy fats.
What are your macro like right now?
I'm trying to not, so probably around 2,100 to 2,300.
Okay, and does it matter for people to eat clean in your opinion?
No, not at all. And it's what is eating clean. So I don't think it's necessary as long as you meet your macros.
Okay, and what's a healthy diet for you?
A healthy diet for me would be a balanced diet, so you get your macros in balance.
Okay, thank you. What's your macro like?
I don't really track as much as I used to, but I did for a very long time, so that way I can kind of get used to the portions of food. I think tracking macros, everyone should do it at least once, so that way they can understand like how many grams is 4 ounces of meat, what a cup of rice is, and more so to decide like how to do portion sizes, opposed to thinking like this is good food, this is bad food.
What do you think? Like, does it matter that you have to eat clean?
I think, yeah, that's always the thing about the macros. It's like people say like, oh, can you just drink protein shakes and have ice cream? I think at a certain point, like, you probably can do that for a bit, but I feel like the more further along you get with your goals, as in you start dropping body fat more and you start getting a little more muscle mass, I think you have to start entertaining the ideas of eating better, as in your macros are going to be more precise, as in if you're going to diet, you would want more foods that are satiating, as far as like maybe like brown rice instead of white rice because of the fiber content. So I think at that point you would need to make the switch, but I think in the beginning of it all, I think it's better to stay general and not really worry about like, okay, white rice or quinoa. I feel like that's too soon in the game. I think later on in the game you can probably switch that up.
Okay, and what's a healthy diet for you?
Healthy diet is whatever diet is moving you forward to your goal. So my diet's going to be different when I'm gaining weight opposed to when I'm losing weight. When I'm losing weight, I feel like my diet has to be more precise as far as like my macronutrients. But when I'm gaining weight, I would like to say that I'm actually living more loosely, as long as the weight on the scale is kind of going up. I kind of just follow that more so than exact macros.
Okay, thank you. Okay, what are your macro like?
So I only really track my calories and my protein because I think those are my number 1 and 2 priority. So depending on whether I'm bulking or cutting, I'll be in a calorie surplus or deficit. So right now I'm cutting, I'm eating about 2,500 calories, which puts me at a 400 or 500 calorie deficit. And then my proteins, I have about 2 grams per kilogram of body weight every day.
And does it matter for people to eat clean?
I think it's hard to define what clean food is. I think more importantly, like, are you eating things that will help you achieve your goal? So it's really goal oriented. Obviously you want to avoid like lots of processed foods like your chips and your sweets and all that stuff. But in terms of like a clean diet, I think that's a bit more blurry and gray lines and a little harder to define.
Okay, and what's a healthy diet for you?
So for me, it's one that, again, it's goal oriented. So if my goal is to increase weight, a healthy diet for me will consist of a calorie surplus with about 3 grams of carbs per body weight plus. Again, 2 grams of protein per body weight. And again, I try and hit stuff that are rich in nutrients, so like your whole carbohydrates, brown rices, pastas, and then like solid meats, chicken, fish, pork, beef, a lot.
Okay.